Welcome to Florida Men on Florida Man with Greg, Wayne, Josh, and Cameron, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends, lore, and crazy stories that always seem to take place in Florida. If you are listening for the very first time, Cameron, the man, brings us headlines.
Amen.
Josh, the man, tells us stories about ourselves, about each other, and he brings the laughs and the fun and the fellowship, kind-hearted spirit.
It's the good looks.
Wayne, talk about our legends and lore. And Greg tonight, ladies and gentlemen, jumping on the trampoline.
Yes.
He refused to come inside.
Yeah.
Who
would? Weird.
He said, I'm going outside for a couple jumps.
Yep.
And we never saw him again.
We bet him to do a front flip, and he...
No.
I think he's
it's
still
hard to
working
jump on
on
a trampoline by yourself. It's like not fun. I've noticed.
He's still doing it, though.
With my exercise trampoline that I have by the bed with the handlebar.
How does...
And you just go boing, boing, you know.
Does it make you sleepy enough to go to bed?
No, it gets me hyped.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I could jump on this for hours.
I remember whenever you got it, you said that you go to bed kind of like wired and you want to kind of wind down.
Yeah.
You do a workout before bed. Yeah. And now you just jump on it
6 hours.
6 hours until the sun comes up and you're like,
his knees are shot at this point.
Yeah, I try to lock my legs, though. That gets a couple of special bounces in. Sometimes it'll boing me over the handlebars. Right. And then I'll put my hands up like I'm in the Olympics.
You've got the knees of a high school linebacker.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just on the outside.
That's really sweet.
Just on the outside.
It's really sweet.
They look really good.
Okay, headlines. All right, so our first headline today is about a Florida couple.
Come on.
Stuck in New York.
Why?
Okay.
Why are
All right,
they
so
there?
they're stuck
Traffic.
in New York.
That's what I heard.
They were at the airport. They board their Delta flight.
Okay.
This is a couple with a emotional support dog.
Okay.
Oh, cute.
Which was a Great Dane.
Well, that's a
Which
pickle.
is like another person.
Who trains that?
I here's the thing. I could be wrong on this, but I think the training can apply to any canine. So it could be like an
I
emotional
think it's any
support.
animal.
Yeah, they just
true.
picked literally the most inconvenient.
Yeah.
A Great Dane is
For
the size of
airplane.
another human being.
Yeah. Did they not want to buy a ticket?
No, I don't think so. Well, here's the thing. So they went in, they sat down on their plane,
Yeah.
and then they decided to move seats because the guy wasn't comfortable with that seat.
Okay.
Then he decided he wanted to stand for the flight.
Wait,
Who's
who
that?
wasn't comfortable?
The guy.
The husband?
Okay, yeah, his name's Antonio.
Has
Antonio.
he been on a flight before? Does
He
understand
has,
flights
and he
work?
told the flight attendant that he suffers from PTSD about flights and that he would freak out if he sat down. So he needed to stand. She said that's not an option.
Yeah.
Right.
Shouldn't you check that before you book a flight?
Yeah, I feel like you should
Is there
know.
a standing section?
I feel like you should know about chairs before you get on an airplane.
Yeah.
Chairs. Anytime I sit down, I flip out.
I had the
So-
same problem with roller coasters.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
luckily
for sure.
they have standing ones.
You're strapped in.
Exactly.
And
So
then
yeah, I want to
Superman
stand up.
ones?
The
Right.
Superman one is a standing
That
one.
is a fun one.
So, anyways, he goes up to the kind of the front cabin area and like, I'm just gonna stand here. They're like, no, you can't.
Why would he think that's okay?
I don't know.
I'm
I
going
don't
to
know
linger
what he's
near the
thinking.
door. Is that cool?
So he went and opened the door.
What?
That's how you get maced.
Yeah, so he
Oh
opened
my
the door.
gosh.
One of those giant inflatable slides
No.
pop out. And so him, his Great Dane, and his girlfriend pop out and slide down the slide.
No, don't tell me the Great Dane slid down the slide. Oh my gosh. I had to watch this.
And so,
I just want to
anyways.
clarify. They weren't in the air.
No.
Oh,
That's not how
okay.
slides work.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
No,
like,
that would be falling.
Yeah,
not
that would not be a
sliding.
good
that's
slide.
true. We're just laughing about 3 people dying.
No, this is before. This was before the airplane took off. They're
Okay.
stuck in LaGuardia
Right.
Airport,
That's inconvenient.
and so, anyways, they they inconvenienced everybody because now the plane has to be the slide. You got to pack those slides in, and it takes a while.
Someone's got to suck that air out.
Yeah,
That's
you got to
the
suck
part.
the slide air out and then stuff it back into the door.
Which takes about a day.
Right, at least.
You got to get the whole crew out there sucking.
Yeah.
So, anyways, everybody on the flight had to come off, and they had to get rerouted to other planes.
Question.
So, given a good name for Florida up there.
If you're on it
Yeah.
and they go, okay, sir, you can go down the stairs or you can do the slide.
Oh,
I mean, if given the option.
You do the slide.
But in a post 9/11 world, you can't just get up on an airplane and
Yeah.
do anything.
No.
without figuring out real quick who the air marshal is.
Right.
You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
like, I mean, he's lucky. All he got was like a slide ride.
Slide ride. Yeah, no,
Well,
he's
and
in
then
jail.
and then a ride to jail. Yeah.
Well, and then prison, right?
Man, I would love to see a Great Dane on a slide, though.
God, I'd love to.
Those things are massive.
That might have been worth it for everybody there today.
Right.
The whole
see
plane
that.
wasn't even upset.
Yeah,
They were just like, man,
this
that was,
dog was cute.
I
That
can't
was
go home
kinda
until
cool.
tomorrow, but that dog sliding on the slide was pretty cool.
and the captain's like, all right, everybody, get to sucking. We gotta get this slide folded away.
All right. So next headline, we have a newspaper delivery driver.
Oh, they still do that? I thought that was like
Yes.
automated now.
Well,
Oh,
this
yeah.
was this guy had his newspaper. He only has the it's the New York Times delivered on the weekend.
Yeah,
okay.
it's expensive.
So the delivery driver goes to this house to deliver the paper. There's like a gate code. He's got to go into the gate.
Oof.
He's walking up the driveway, and apparently, and I'm just kind of guessing and assuming here, he had an emergency because what he did was
Whoa.
he stopped.
Yeah.
He didn't go deliver the paper. He went into the yard, pulled his pants down, and defecated in the yard,
Okay.
Okay.
and then left it,
oh.
and then goes up,
yeah.
delivers the paper,
Oh,
and then
nice.
leaves.
Okay. I want to say he did his job.
I
He did two jobs.
was
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, I mean, what's the complaint? What's the crime?
Well, I don't think the delivery driver had a complaint, but the homeowner was not happy.
How
Did
did
he
he
watch
know about it? Was it a camera thing?
No, so one
this
of
guy
the
waits
workers.
for his
This
papers.
must be a big house.
Yeah.
One of his workers came up to the house a little bit
Stepped in.
later that
Wait,
morning.
the homeowner has workers?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Don't
so
like that.
walked up to the house and noticed this pile of papers that I'm assuming
Oh,
were
okay.
instead of toilet paper. And
New
then,
York Times.
And then this pile next to it. And so went and told the homeowner, he's like, why would somebody come in my yard and drop their pants
Well,
and
that's
do
not
that?
a good worker. I
Hey, why
mean,
would-
just pick it up, bro.
He was super concerned about, he was like, listen, to leave the pile there for my grandkids to mess around in or other people, that's dangerous. Okay, we canceled our subscription. He was
What?
worried about the health of everybody
It's
because
not
of
the New York
No.
Times' fault.
I think he thought that
No.
COVID traveled through.
I don't think. I think it was just.
I don't know. It might.
but that just
complaining.
shows you how detached the rich are in our
Nobody.
country.
Oh, come
the
on.
rich don't let their kids play in the front yard. for
Right,
one
and,
thing.
Well,
and they,
true.
they don't
Or
realize
play
that
at all.
an average working man sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta drop a deuce in a stranger's
yeah,
yard.
you're getting
you know?
up early.
They're up at like 4 a.m. There's no public restrooms at 4 a.m.
I just want to say I don't appreciate potty humor,
Right.
but I'll let this one slide. 'Cause I think what we have here is a
Ew,
battle of the
slide?
rich versus the poor. I think you know,
Oh, come on. So dramatic.
working man.
Okay, just to sum it up, a newspaper delivery guy took a dump in a yard, and Wayne's making about.
Yeah.
Listen, the bourgeoisie
better
have
than
never
that.
cared about us.
Oh God, Wayne's better than this.
How
story.
many yards have you defecated in?
Not me. I'm middle class, but I'm just saying. Like,
Okay. Yeah, he used a Porto John.
Right. Yeah. He's gonna hold it for as long as he can.
I do.
Oh, let's move on.
that story took a detour.
Yeah, I did. Josh, what's your favorite Little Pump song?
The pangolins are endangered species.
Right.
Isn't
That's your favorite Little Pump song?
Yeah, he's all for them.
Oh man.
They're like shelled armadillos or something.
The pangolins.
So Little Pump is a famous rapper.
Yeah, he is.
Duh.
Okay. And
Pump,
very
pump it
famous.
up.
He's from Florida.
I love him.
Congrats.
And so apparently he's had some airline trouble too. Okay.
Little pump.
He went down
JetBlue.
the slide.
Well, he tried to.
No,
No. JetBlue's just upset with him because he wouldn't wear his mask. He made a big ordeal on the plane. Everybody has to stop. Everybody gets off.
JetBlue's the
Airplane company.
cheaper.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's not. I thought it started as.
I mean they're not United, but they're not Spirit.
True.
Okay,
That's a
cool.
good way to put
A
it.
lot of references.
Middle
there.
class, like Wayne.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Porto John Wayne.
Solidly.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, anyways, Little Pump's upset,
Okay.
and they canceled his all his flights,
Shows?
and, like banned him from the airline.
What?
And so people are upset about this for some reason.
Well, Little
But-
Pump's a Florida man.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't want to get too hard on him, but you
Right.
gotta when you're on an airplane, my man, you gotta
Gotta
put your
play by
mask
the
on.
I
rules.
thought airplane rules were kind of known. if you're over 5.
Yeah, just don't stand up.
Don't
Yeah,
stand.
don't stand
Don't
up.
approach the
Wear a
captain's
mask.
cabin.
Don't go out the emergency exit.
Yeah, wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Okay, well, I guess
It's not hard, Florida man.
Exactly. All right, next headline. We have a Florida man. Oh, actually, a Florida woman.
Come on.
Okay.
Sweet, good mix.
With a ex-husband who's doing some pretty terrible things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
So the ex-husband now lives in now he lives in jail. I'll be honest.
Oh, geez, real terrible.
But at
thing.
this time he was living in Indiana,
Okay.
and he was upset about his ex-wife. I don't know what the situation was. I didn't get personal into their diaries or
Good
anything
man.
like that.
Well, they're divorced.
man.
I mean, you know.
They're divorced. But anyways, he was upset with his wife, so he started sending her some hate mail. Okay.
Like
Physical.
like nasty
Physical
letters.
through the mail, some
Right.
nasty letters.
New York Times.
He would send some explicit images of himself,
What?
like Polaroids. I'm guessing.
Was that
in the
ever
mail.
payback? Is that ever like payback? Like, look at me doing this.
I don't think it ever
Yeah.
comes
I'm having
back
fun.
in a good way. Yeah,
Gross.
no.
I'm having fun on this roller coaster without you.
And so
Yeah.
basically, she was saying that he was harassing her for 4 years.
Oh, well.
And then all of a sudden, she opens the mail one day, and there's a package with a dead rat and a black rose in it.
Okay.
I get it.
And
She
this
knew
is
it was
when
him.
Symbolic.
and she knew it was him.
Yeah, she knew it was him.
I don't know what's like more symbolic, the rat or the.
Well, I think it's
the rose.
I want to
though.
get back together,
I think so.
right?
That's like some terrorist type stuff. I mean, after 4 years,
4
where
years,
you can't even
yeah.
go to your mailbox because you're afraid your ex is going to put some pervert pictures in there or some dead animal.
Or a
like-
rat.
No, he was just taking pictures of him having a good time without her.
He's like, my heart is dead without your love.
I'm at Barnes and Noble reading books.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
that-
having a blast.
He's not like at a water park taking Polaroids.
You don't think so? That's
No,
what I pictured.
I picture
I
him
think so,
being
too.
a pervert.
I
mean,
think we're painting him in a wrong picture.
yeah.
Here.
Well, he's in jail.
I'm better without you.
He's in jail, so the system agrees.
Well, here's what I thought was interesting. So once this happened, she called police. Well, postal inspectors.
Uh-oh.
They did a search warrant on this guy's house in Indiana. Postal inspector. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Found a bunch of dead rats.
No, a bunch of
well,
alive
they
rats.
found all like the addresses, like handwritten notes and stuff that were, I guess, he had lined up for the next week.
That's cool.
That were going to
dedicated.
Yeah.
or to his ex-wife, and so yeah, he's in jail for 4.5 years.
Good.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I think he
so
deserves
they
it.
put you in jail for the amount of time that you were.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so
think
you
that's what
harassed
the-
for
So you
1
can do
year.
it like 2 weeks and you're cool.
2 weeks in jail for 2 weeks of harassment.
Yeah.
I think, okay, here's the thing. The postal inspector thing scares me a little bit.
Right.
Oh,
'Cause
no, they
that's
got
an-
like universal power.
That's an agency that I didn't know existed until tonight.
I had no idea postal inspectors was a thing.
Yeah.
I think they also, too, I've heard this.
And they can do warrants on your house.
That's the thing is I heard this. If you say something like a postman pulls up, drops off your package, and you go, get out of here
Oh,
to the
it's
postman,
over, yeah.
they send the inspector to your house, and that's
I've seen a postal inspector pull a astronaut out of the
Shut
space
up.
shuttle and like, you owe 49 cents. You didn't put a stamp on it.
oh crap.
It's hard.
Every day I'm learning about more and more just overreach.
Oh yeah.
Here
for
he goes.
sure.
Here he goes.
Okay, let me go on. All right,
big
our next
gov.
one.
Big
Jeez.
gov.
Wow. We have a Florida woman
Come on.
who was arrested and accused of being a crotch arsonist.
Okay. Wow.
I've never been called that.
Let's unpack
I've
it.
been called a crotch artist,
right.
not an arsonist. So,
Oh man. So this Florida woman, Berlinda is her name.
No, that's not a real name.
It's a real name.
that's
Berlinda
like Dwayne.
is accused of lighting her boyfriend's crotch, pants, and shirt on fire while he was sleeping on the couch.
What's
Now,
this
I think
like-
if you light something on fire and go to jail for it, you're just an arsonist. Why are
Right.
they pinpointing like that? That's the title of if it's done in the nether regions. You
Exactly.
Well, I
I think
think
it's
the-
like a double whammy.
the fire inspector, right?
Mhm.
He
Right.
can tell where the fire originated, and she dropped the match right on that dingus,
Get, yeah.
the middle, the crotch.
So,
Yeah, right.
so Berlinda's mom says,
Berlinda,
this
that's
whole story is garbage. But the boyfriend, he woke up on the couch, and he was on fire.
Yeah.
His shirt, his pants were on fire, and Berlinda's standing there holding a lighter, looking
wow.
right at him.
Dude's mad in love.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah, that's the thing is like you assume that this happens. It's like okay, we're over.
right.
No, he was even more in love.
Oh yeah.
They're
get
still
it.
together. No, I'm just kidding. No,
it's
he's
over?
like, this is done. This is
I
over.
hated your name, and now I hate your art.
Exactly. He was like, the flame was right there. I felt the heat on my groin.
Yeah.
Of course you did. Of course you did, buddy.
Things that didn't need to be said.
Oh, geez.
The flame was on my crotch. I felt it.
Yeah, here's the thing though. What do you say to your friends whenever they're like, "Hey, are you and Belinda doing okay?" And then you're like, "No, she set my crotch on fire."
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And they're like,
he's like, so
they're like,
you're doing great.
so things are going well.
Oh,
Yeah.
she gave you an STD?
Yeah, and
Oh,
he's
jeez.
like, no, she literally set my crotch on fire.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's in jail.
High five.
And she also got a restraining order. Has to
Yeah.
stay 500 feet away.
Yeah.
So I mean, flamethrowers are still in the mix, but
That's cool.
You can't start a fire from
No, they
500
don't.
feet
Yeah,
away.
they don't go that far.
Yeah,
No?
Molotov cocktail maybe, but yeah, that's
She may be able to trebuchet him into a forest fire. That's my concern. That would be my concern. Hey guys,
hey,
Josh.
how's it going?
good, man.
It's going
good.
great, Josh. I'll
You
be
look
honest
great
with
tonight.
you.
Thank you. I put a shirt on for this.
Come on.
Usually I don't. 'cause
I was
of the-
disappointed at first, but now I see why.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I got a story of my own today.
Come
Oh, okay.
on. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't really have a letter.
Yeah.
This one was prompted by me,
Okay.
and I will tell it.
Come on.
Tell us.
So, you guys, we've done advice segments.
Right.
In the
Usually
past.
hosted by you though.
Yeah, where I give cool advice
Cameron and I don't give advice.
that change people's lives.
right.
Exactly.
100%.
Lotto numbers.
You've changed
Right.
my life multiple times.
Best dog to go down the airplane slide with.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It was Golden Retriever, actually.
That's why the couple from the headlines went to jail.
Yeah.
That's right. Callback.
Wrong dog.
You guys also remember my Teen Talk segment.
Oh,
I do remember
I was
that.
uncomfortable, but
Like
I do
4
remember
episodes ago.
Okay.
Right.
Well, it's because you were hanging out with kids at the park, and I
think that's what made me
That's what y'all took
uncomfortable.
away from that?
Well,
Not
yeah.
my cool words. Like, name one word that I...
Mash.
Okay, yes. I
yes,
didn't expect
he
you
did
to-
say that.
Okay.
But no, Josh did a segment like 4 episodes ago where he hung out with some children down at the park to
Right.
find
Well-
out what was cool, cool
Teens.
vocabulary.
Teens.
Yeah, thank
Teen
you.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, potosh,
Right.
what up, squid?
That was one of your words? Potosh?
Yeah, that
Squid.
means
Squid Squad.
this
Oh, yeah.
establishment doesn't have a bidet.
Right. I do remember
Potosh.
that. I do
Okay.
remember that. True.
So, I may have bumped into this group of kids a few times since then.
That's a polite way of saying you were hanging out at the park again.
Right.
Well,
With teens.
okay, yeah, all right. I've hung out at the park.
You didn't
Only-
accidentally bump into him.
Well, I had my head down and I was walking
Why was your head down?
because I'm doing this new fitness.
Oh,
thing. I got
cool.
I did the Pokemon Go because you were wearing the Pokemon Go shirt.
Wait, that's a fitness thing?
Well, I bought the expansion pack.
Yeah.
It's the You Go Boy.
Oh, Pokemon You Go Boy.
Yeah, and it's for exercise for men.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, and so
Right.
anytime I open it, it's like You Go Boy.
I love that commercial where it's like, "Are you a grown man and you want to work out?" Pokemon You Go Boy.
And I'm the dummy answering the questions on the commercial.
Oh.
You're
Are
like,
you
yeah.
a grown man? I'm like, yeah, I am.
Yeah,
a grown
yeah.
man.
Check.
Are you overweight? I'm
Check.
Like, well, okay, slow down. Jesus. So
Freaking bully.
I've bumped into them,
Right.
when I was throwing my balls,
Right.
trying to catch the Pokemon.
Right.
And apparently the teens also hang out where the Pokemon, what I'm learning, the Pokemon are legally allowed to fight there.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Back up. So you were catching Pokemon
Yes.
while you're walking on your
With
cell
the
phone.
You Go Boy.
Yeah.
edition.
Right. And now you're in the park with teens fighting Pokemon.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, obviously they knew me.
Because they
my
ran into
teen-
you before.
my
'cause
Teen
of the
Talk
Teen
segment.
Right.
So I've kind of made friends. Don't get jealous.
Okay.
We're not.
too.
I'm
Okay.
concerned.
And every time I kind of bump into them, it's more Pokemon based lingo and talk.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, we do obviously say, look at that Grecian bend. Amen.
Right. So you guys are bonding not just over Pokemon, but over your similar teen.
Yeah. So they can
Right.
talk to me because
You're
they
made up
know
words.
I'm cool.
Right.
Right.
So the last time I went up there, though, they were kind of like, oh, going back to school, not physically,
Right.
but after the Christmas
They're upset
break.
about the break being over.
Yeah. And they're like, just fretting about things.
Right. Right.
And so they asked me for some advice.
Okay.
So I thought,
They're like, Grandpa, tell us about the time you went to school.
that's
Right.
That's not what they
He's
asked.
like, hold on, I got to catch this Charizard.
No, they saw my skinny jeans
Right.
and my Vans checkered,
Right.
and they're like, "This guy's cool."
That's funny. That's exactly how TMZ described you when they were talking about Florida man
Dancing.
hosts hanging out with children down at the
Anyways,
In
my
skinny
story
jeans.
time. So I said, I always find a way to plug the show. I'm like, I'll answer your questions on my podcast.
Oh,
park.
perfect.
Come on.
Yeah, and they're like,
So
What's
now
going
we have
on,
a-
teens
We have a
tuning
bunch
in?
of children listening.
this
Yeah.
guy's really cool.
Welcome. They probably like my crotch arsonist story.
Yeah.
We'll
Welcome,
find
children.
out. So I'm not going to use their real names.
Right. Okay, good.
So they gave me names to use for them, so they know that I was addressing them.
Right.
So this one's going out to Chrysler Town and Country Van Helsing Jr. He asks.
Shortened it, right?
No, that's his name. Chrysler Town and Country Van Helsing Jr. He told me to put the space.
Okay, perfect.
I've been a class clown all my life.
Yeah.
On Zoom, it really makes it difficult to pull it off because the teacher can mute you.
Right. That's
Right.
inconvenient.
Right.
How can I get around this?
Okay.
Okay.
So I thought about it,
Yeah.
and I think I actually have the perfect solution.
Okay. Giving advice to kids.
Yes.
Question
and
one.
Cam's a teacher. So
Right.
this would be best to pitch in front of you.
Right. Uh-oh.
So picture me as Chrysler Town and Country Van Helsing Jr.
Okay, I got it.
yeah.
I'm on the Zoom camera, right? There's a white sheet behind me.
Okay.
I've drawn thought bubbles. Okay.
Thought bubbles.
On the white sheet coming out
Right.
of my head. Behind that, you can't really see it. There's an LED programmable scroll sign.
Good Lord.
Okay.
I program random thoughts into this thing. Okay. First day, very complimentary to the teacher.
Right.
Like randomly, it'll pop up. Love this lesson.
Wow.
Okay.
Or teach is killing it today.
And so they're like, man, this kid's creative, complimentary.
Right? Or haha, God, I love this class. That's a GAHHD.
That's
Right,
what kids are
right,
saying.
yeah.
That is what
God.
kids are saying.
Second day though, this is when
This is where you
class
step it
clown
up.
funny boy steps
Oh, yeah.
up. This is when you start calling out other students, but don't use their name. So you just put redacted
Right.
because kids love redacted. So he pops up in your head. Redacted brushed his hair today. Looks great. Must be going to a funeral.
Oh, jeez. What?
Because this is thoughts, right?
Right.
You're right. So you're not saying
They
it. These
shouldn't
are
be
just-
able to. Yeah.
You can't be held accountable for your
No,
thoughts.
right.
Is what you're
That's
saying to
true.
these children.
What's that? Just got party invite email. Oh, it's from Redacted. Look at everyone who's going. This should be fun. Glad Redacted's not going.
Oh, wow.
So
Then you
what-
get everybody thinking.
So you're
Right.
not so much
You're stirring up.
you're
Yeah.
bullying
Drama.
virtually.
well, Redacted is though, but
I
don't
see,
know.
I
You're
see.
just a vessel for the bullying.
I'm a vessel for the funny.
Right.
Okay.
Day 3 though,
Right.
self-complimentary. So picture me,
Okay.
sheet, right?
Right.
Scroll sign. I hit my foot pedal because I want them to see my hands.
Oh, yeah.
They know it's not you triggering it.
Puberty got me growing everywhere.
You told a child to say that
I'm telling them now.
on Zoom.
The thought. Not he's not gonna say it out loud.
We're gonna have to
He's on
redact
mute.
that. We're gonna need to redact that for sure.
Or I wonder how all those rescue puppies are doing that I saved from the pond this morning. See? Now you're also like, I got a heart,
Right.
but I'm very funny.
Right.
So that's my idea for the class clown kid.
That's perfect.
So
Right?
for the kid who's
Yeah.
listening to this, are Cameron and I supposed to agree with you and say, yeah, do that?
Life advice from Cam and Wayne. Don't do that.
What?
Life
That's
advice
gold.
from Josh, do that.
Do that,
Right.
bro.
Life
If you,
advice, but from Cameron and Wayne, don't do
if you
that.
just have a thought
don't
bubble
do
that
that.
says puberty got me growing everywhere. Second question comes
Okay,
from they told me their name was huge hog beast from Devil's Advocate.
Perfect.
I've seen the movie. I get the reference.
Okay.
They said,
What did they ask?
how do I get a girl now? Or better yet, how do I even flirt with a girl?
Okay.
Just tell her your name, dude.
You can't.
Huge
It's muted. classes are
Hog
muted.
beast.
Huge hog beast wants to know.
Perfect.
And my advice as a guy going from married to single.
Right. Oh, jeez.
Here's what I have learned. Actually, girls prefer guys that are with girls. Because now that I'm single,
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting hit on less.
Oh, I see. So they want something they can't have.
Yeah.
Now that you're
Right.
single, it's available, and they're like, no, thank you.
Bingo.
I
So-
see
He's
what
too
you're
desperate
saying.
now.
I see what you're saying.
Bingo. Something's wrong with that kid.
Yeah, right.
A single 8th grader?
So
What's
you're
wrong?
telling these 8th grade kids, in order to get a girl, you have to
Wait,
get a
you're
girl.
8th graders?
I don't know what grade he is.
In order to get a girl, you have to get a girl.
Huge hog
Right.
beast from Devil's Advocate.
To get a
the
girl-
kid's got
To get a girl, you need a girl.
yeah. So what I recommend is hiring a model.
Right.
More than one.
Oh.
More than one.
Every day, hire a different model.
I see.
Okay.
In the first class of the morning, about 10, 15 minutes into class.
Right. Yeah.
She'll step in the frame, kiss you on the cheek and say thank you, and then she'll leave.
Right.
They go, dang, huge hog beast mom is hot.
It's a different model. Different model.
Okay.
You're missing the
there-
different model.
I get
I got
different
it.
model, but they're spending their allowance on professional models. And
Oh,
stuff.
they'll never
Going
be
out-
single for the rest of high school. Next question. This comes from my friend, one of my closest friend. Bugles used to fit my fingers, which is I agree. They used to fit my fingers. You remember
Right.
Bugles?
Yeah, that's the kid's nickname?
Yeah, that's what he told me to use.
Okay, Bugle Boy. Got it.
He said, "My voice is changing.
Yeah.
How can I play this off in a cool way?"
Okay.
I don't know if you guys remember this part of your life, but I do because I couldn't. Senior year was hell.
Right. You couldn't talk.
No, your voice.
Right.
And so I just say,
Squeakster.
Squeakster. I just say, you can't do nothing. I mean,
You can't do anything about that, my
yeah.
dude. You just
I was
gotta,
hoping y'all had advice for this guy.
you just
here.
got to grow into it.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to grow into it. And I
Grow
remember
into
what
it.
Josh was talking about senior year. We called him Squeakster.
Yeah.
Right.
Squeak
Well,
City.
because you'd tickle my belly. And
It was Squeak City. But then that's true advice. You just got to stay home, man. You got to skip
Stay
school the
home,
whole
skip
senior
school.
year.
You gotta stay on mute.
stay on mute. Amen.
Stay
Okay,
on
I'll
mute
pass
until
that
you,
one.
till you grow into your voice.
The last question actually
Okay.
was more of a yelled to me.
Okay.
Okay.
So he didn't give me a nickname except for officer. And he said, "Sir, you better be a youth pastor or something because you're here a lot. You're always hanging out with these kids."
Oh, God, no.
So I whipped around
Right.
and I showed him. I was like, "It's just a phone."
Right.
Yeah, I'm a youth pastor,
No.
Oh, my gosh.
and thank you for your service.
You said that you're their
Well-
youth pastor.
And that was he just waved me off. So.
Wait, are you now accidentally youth pastoring kids in the park?
Well, those kids don't know.
They know now on the show.
The other, yeah, okay. Well, I guess, yeah. So, if you're worried about your eternal soul,
Right. Right.
and you didn't ask me that on here, but if you're worried about it, just talk to me. You don't have to say the prayer out loud. I've learned.
Oh, no.
Talk to somebody else.
John Henry Jesse James Flanagan Lolly was born on May 10th, 1902
Did you get any of those?
on the Apalachicola River.
Okay.
I got Flanagan.
I got River.
You want to try that again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. John Henry Jesse James Flanagan Lolly,
6, huh?
6?
May 10th,
We can count.
1902.
1902.
Now his name was shortened, but
Thank God.
only socially, meaning
Okay.
that he went by the first name Flanagan and the last name Lolly.
Okay.
But his legal name was in fact John Henry Jesse James Flanagan Lolly.
I thought it was going to be like, he went by Ralph.
So out of all those first names, which
Yeah.
there's like 4 or 5 of them,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
chose Flanagan?
Well, here's the thing:
That's a bold move.
That
It
is a
sounds
bold
like
move.
his parents just named him after people who were like popular at the time,
Right.
Like John Henry, Jesse
Oh.
James,
Oh.
and then they gave him like his own like Flanagan Lolly.
Nice.
Lolly's the
Right.
last name.
Lolly's
Flanagan's
a
his first name.
great last name.
It really is.
Yeah.
Flanagan's a great first name,
It's
dude.
true.
Isn't that a song? Lolly, lolly. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
got it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let me keep going.
Lolly.
Lady
Yeah.
Gaga.
Yeah.
Basically, the guy had 6 legal names.
That was
Okay.
great.
Massive first name. Nonetheless, it was shortened to Flanagan Lolly during the first year of his life.
Mhm.
And it's important to know a little side fact that we got distracted by because of his long name. He was born on the Apalachicola River.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Native born.
So when they say middle name, what's your middle name? What's he had to put?
He's like, which one?
Yeah. Choose one.
Which one do you want? The river is located in North Florida, near Jackson County,
Mhm.
and it's the perfect setting for a guy like Flanagan Lolly to be born into because his people are what we call river people.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, well, if you're born on a river, I thought you made.
I think that's automatic.
Well, that's the thing is they were definitely pioneers at a time when Florida was mostly like swamps and rebels.
nice.
The Lolly family migrated into the Panhandle just to try and survive.
right.
Oh, okay.
That's all they would really trying to do. They would live off the rivers in our state, meaning that they would fish for their food. They would just bathe themselves in the water.
Mm.
Got to.
Yeah, their entire livelihood was based on the river. So when Flanagan was 4 years old, his father assigned him a very special job in the family.
Uh-oh.
His job was to be the spear fisherman
Okay.
of the family at 4 years old.
If we're going to eat,
Right.
then
It's a
Take
It's
this
up to you.
spear.
our 4-year-old toddler
yes.
Right.
better
Jeez.
catch some fish with a spear.
Wow.
That was what Flanagan's job was.
I don't know a lot of 4-year-olds, but I wouldn't trust any of them with a spear.
Most 4-year-olds can't throw.
No,
Right.
but here's the thing. Apparently, Flanagan got really good at it.
I
Of
think
course
you have
he
to
did.
if
He
you're
kind of
gonna
grew
eat.
into the job. If you want
Right.
to live,
Yeah.
catch some fish. He was really, really good with a spear. They said he could catch fish from up to 10 yards away.
Jeez.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Here's the catch, though. These people were so natural on the river. Sometimes Flanagan wouldn't even need a spear. He would just lay in the water real still.
Okay, here we go.
And then when
This
the
is
fish
where
would
the
go swim by,
exaggeration.
A lot
he
of
would
free
just-
time.
He would just reach out and grab it.
Jeez. Okay.
So
yeah,
he's barehanded catching fish.
Exactly.
Right? This is what Flanagan's
This is
doing.
their natural habitat.
He's
and
still
like,
in diapers.
Well, here's the thing. It is kind of funny. It's kind of odd, right? But I think what we're describing here is ancient Florida. I mean, people
Yeah.
would live off the land, and so you have all these different cultures, and that was very much the culture of the area, this river people,
Mhm.
where they just got so comfortable in the water, they would just reach down so still and grab a fish.
Right.
Or, as a toddler, hit it with a spear from 10 yards away.
I think when you want to be left alone,
Right.
you want to just lay in the water. You go, don't bother me. I'm fishing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we need your help building the cabin. Nah, you want to eat tonight.
Yeah, I'm fishing.
I'm fishing.
Let me relax a little bit.
Exactly.
Basically, in order to make ends meet, though, Flanagan's father actually built boats for people.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
He was a boat builder, and just like most fathers did back in those days, Flanagan's dad taught him how to also make boats.
Perfect.
Passed on the trade down to his
He's
son.
like, you don't have to swim to catch fish now. You can have a boat.
You can build a boat for these
No,
people.
no.
They made boats for fishermen. They repaired boats for locals, and they also kept a surplus of boats on hand
What?
in case any escaped prisoners needed to buy a boat and get away.
Wait,
Are they
back
what?
up.
Yeah,
Are they next to a prison?
actually, they
They're
were.
selling boats to prisoners.
So pretty often in the Panhandle
happening?
at the turn of the century.
Yeah.
Again, we've covered this before on our show. Florida's
Yeah.
a place for outlaws. That's where they
Now,
want to
do
go.
prisoners usually escape with a lump sum of money?
They escape going towards like not necessarily prisoners, more so like outlaws, I would say.
Nice.
Okay.
So like you rob somebody, you got
Yeah.
you got a couple of monies in a bag.
Yep.
You're going down to the river to escape on the river.
Yeah.
And
This guy's got 2 legs. How do I get away from him?
yeah, yeah, and then you run into these river folks who are like,
Yeah.
"You looking for a boat?"
We got a surplus.
And the 4-year-old with a spear out in the water is like, "Yeah, you need a boat."
Take him to the outlaw section.
Yeah. But no lie, that's how they made some of their money was
Wow.
selling boats to the lesser thans, people who were
Right.
kind of shunned
Okay.
by
Yeah, I've never thought outlaws were
The
lesser.
Untouchables.
the Untouchables. Right, exactly. They never asked any questions. Just, hey, here's a boat. Give us your money.
Right.
Basically, that's what they did. So this is the life that Flanagan Lolly, kind of grew up in. He's living, breathing on the water. So it was no surprise at the age of 14, Flanagan approached his family with a very interesting proposition.
Okay,
He
what can
said-
it be?
He wanted to build his own boat and explore the southern coast of America.
Oh.
Okay, wow.
14 years old.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
He literally said, I'm going on a journey.
Yeah.
I'm 14. It's time for me to see the
I don't
world.
see this kid asking permission.
No.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, I
holding
know,
the
right?
spear.
He's
Yeah.
telling them.
Right.
With a spear.
Exactly.
I'm leaving. You suck as parents. I'm leaving.
Give me a boat.
Yeah, as a teenager on a homemade raft of his own
Goodness.
making, Flanagan Lolly sailed alone from the northern coast of Florida to the eastern coast of Texas.
Wow.
What?
Okay, so half the Gulf.
Yeah, right off the top of the Gulf. So along the coastline of the U.S. It took him a month to make the journey. But while he was in Texas, he got a bit distracted and accidentally started his own boat making business.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, geez, I hate when
that happens.
Yep.
You repair a boat here, you make a
you
boat
blink
there.
and all of a sudden you're in business.
Next thing you know, you're a Texas business.
What was it? 2 weeks ago, I had a surplus of catamarans, and I'm like, I got to stop doing this.
Yeah, guys, I can't make it to recording tonight. I'm accidentally a boatman, is what he said to us. But that's what Flanagan Lolly did. He was in Texas for 5 years.
Wow.
Selling boats.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, he's 19.
Hit puberty finally.
Yeah, that's how it goes. He's 19. He's in Texas for 5 years. And then one day, kind of like Forrest Gump, just goes, I think I'm going to go back home.
Oh, nice.
I think my journey's done. I'm going back to Florida. Here's the thing, though. He was gone for so long. His parents assumed he died in the journey.
Well, 5 years is a long time.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is like he just got on this random makeshift
he was
boat.
14 when he left.
Exactly.
Yeah, they assumed he died.
We love you.
So in 1921, when he shows back up home in the Florida Panhandle, they don't recognize him.
Oh.
They think he's dead.
Nice.
They've already started having other kids. They've moved on.
Jeez.
Wow.
They're just like, who?
We had to have another
another
4-year-old to fish for us.
Yeah, he shows up to an army of spearmen.
Meet your brother. He's one.
Yeah, he's called a huge bass just now. Basically, though, that's what happened. They had moved on. And so naturally, though, they did reconnect. He explains things to his parents, but it doesn't change the fact that to Flanagan, his old home just didn't feel like home anymore.
Right.
Piece of junk, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
he's a grown up now. He's 19. He's done more in his short life than most people do in their entire life.
Get him.
And so he goes, you know what? I want to settle down. I want to have my own family. But first things first, I need property.
Right.
Okay.
I need somewhere to do that. So instead of homesteading, like a lot of people did back then, he basically takes to the rivers and heads south through Florida.
Wow.
He gets on, he's like, but he was looking for was his own island. He wanted an island.
Well, there's
And
an
then-
ambitious start.
In the middle of
Yeah.
one of the big rivers in Florida
Yeah.
to kind of claim as his own. He had a vision. And so as he was sailing south through our state for a couple of days, he does in fact see this huge piece of land in the middle of this river.
This is mine now.
Well, kinda. He parks his boat
Okay.
and he walks to the nearest town and he's asking the people like, hey, about that island over there.
And they're like, what's an island?
Yeah, who's that belong to? What is that spot? And the townspeople tell him that island is actually called Buzzard Island.
Okay.
Oh.
So he gets in his boat and leaves.
Yeah.
Naturally, you would think so. Basically,
Buzzards aren't edible.
that's
right?
why they say to him, it's where people dump their trash. And over the course of a few decades, we can't go over there anymore because the buzzards have completely taken it over.
Trash Island.
Trash Island.
Trash
seems like the
Island. We
obvious
can't
name.
get over there
Right.
anymore. It's 1900s, my dude. Like the
buzzards will kill
There's
you.
other place to live. Yeah, the buzzards are bigger back then.
They're
They'll
homesteading.
eat you alive.
The buzzards are homesteading.
Here's the thing. Yeah, they claimed it. This piece of land is about 120 feet wide, but there were over 1,000 buzzards on it.
I was expecting
What?
bigger land.
For 1,000 buzzards.
Well, yeah, they're just crammed in. And if you've ever seen buzzards on the side of a dump or on the road, they do kind of bunch together because they're all fighting over the same dead meat or same trash.
I thought they were all just real good friends.
I hate a good
just
buzzard.
trying to stay
telling
warm.
secrets.
Exactly. There's secret birds.
I hate buzzards.
Basically, you would think, like Cameron said, Flanagan Lolly would just give up, kind of move along because buzzards are incredibly aggressive. They're stubborn birds. They're nasty.
Hate 'em.
Okay.
And they're hard to scare away. But Flanagan Lolly, he had set his sights on that trash island. He wanted it for himself.
Okay.
So in November of 1921, armed with nothing but a spear
Oh my gosh.
and wearing nothing but a pair of old shorts,
Well, yeah. They'll take anything of value off of you.
Flanagan Lolly went to war with the buzzards.
No.
Hand to God, this man strips down to his shorts,
Yeah.
Okay.
grabs a spear, swims across the river, and for 48 hours,
He doesn't even boat.
all he does is fight buzzards on this island.
The dude didn't want to risk his boat being stolen.
That's 100%. He didn't want to risk the boat something happening to the boat. Swims across. He's battling buzzards for 2 days.
Wow.
He didn't eat. He didn't drink. He just fought in his underwear and with a spear.
You talk about gang mentality.
Right.
You
This
attack
guy's-
a buzzard and
He's
it's
looking to make a
over.
home for himself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Out of dead buzzards.
Out of dead buzzards. He basically, after a few days, what's happened is these people are gathering around and
that's
watching
a show.
That's a show.
There's no entertainment.
And they're
no.
seeing this
These
man
days.
in his underwear fighting these birds with a spear. They're gathering around watching it. After a couple of days, he had single-handedly claimed Trash Island for himself.
Wow.
He
Supposedly, that's when theater seating was invented.
It was.
Yeah,
bleachers.
Right
this
then.
show.
But what's fascinating is people had told him initially, man, this island's been that way for 10 years.
I mean, it's gotten bigger slowly.
We just
because
gave
of
it to him.
trash.
Here's the thing about the size of the island. It does change a little bit.
Oh my god.
Keep in mind, he's doing all of this so that he can start a family. He
Right.
wants his own land.
Yeah.
He hasn't even met a partner yet.
Who
He's
needs
single.
a partner?
Yeah, but to start a family, I think you need one.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
part
You
of the
need an
equation.
island before you can get a wife.
Amen.
It's true. Cameron's always said that.
Exactly.
He's out there slaughtering these trash birds
Yeah.
just so he can get a woman. As it turns out,
Oh,
no
here
joke.
we go.
One of the people who were along the shoreline
Swooned.
watching this battle was a beautiful girl named Mildred Rowland.
She sounds beautiful.
So I don't know if it was the pure display of athleticism or maybe the fact that he was in his underwear. But Mildred,
I mean, he killed 1,000. Well, he fought off 1,000 buzzards.
Do
right.
you think he stuck like more than one in one like strike?
Like
and then
skewered?
Think,
and then
think.
slung him,
Yeah.
like just like
Jeez.
clearing it off, like
Over his head.
that movie 300, but it's birds.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. So Mildred falls head over heels in love with
Right.
Flanagan. Over the course of the next 3 months, Flanagan courts her old-fashioned style
Okay.
while he cleaned up the island,
God.
and he built a 2-room shack on the island for them to call
Okay.
their home. Which, fun fact, the 2-room shack on Trash Island was way nicer than anything Flanagan had ever grown up with.
Okay, good to know.
He's a go-getter.
He really
is a
is
good
working
guy.
hard for himself. In February of 1922, the two got married, and over the course of 25 years, they had 11 children.
Wow.
What the heck?
You're
is
going to need a
happening?
bigger island.
And that's exactly what he did.
Oh, no. What?
No.
He needed a bigger island, so Flanagan started the project of expanding his island
If you
No
tell me he starts
way.
bringing dirt,
using dirt,
what?
No way.
oyster shells,
Okay.
What?
and river debris.
Okay.
Trash.
He's a beaver.
No, he really is. He expands his island using dirt and shells.
Right.
mainly.
Oh my gosh.
Because of his popularity and the amazing feats of survival,
Yeah.
word about his home island and the nearby town began to spread. Until this day, the residents of Crystal River, Florida, say that their
What?
city would have never
What?
been on the map they would have never been certified as a town had it not been for the popularity of the legendary Flanagan
Insane.
Lolly.
This is insane.
So this happened on Crystal River?
Yeah, 100%.
Trash Island.
Flanagan Island single-handedly put that city on the map, a.k.a. John Henry, Jesse James, Flanagan Lolly.
my
Is it
Gosh.
called Flanagan Island now?
It is.
Is there a way to get on it?
Not if you want to not get speared.
Jeez.
If you don't want to get speared. And I want to say a special thank you to Flanagan's great-grandson, Shane,
Wow.
for
What?
providing this information
What's
on,
Shane's full name?
on Facebook. Shane, Jesse James, John Henry, Flanagan. No, he basically on Facebook hooked us up with this information. That's
Very
his
cool.
great-grandfather.
That's insane.
The great Buzzard battler.
That's
the
insane.
the
I hope he
Riverman.
still has the spear.
Yeah.
I hope he does. They call him the Riverman.
What do you do with 1,000 dead buzzards, though?
Start a family of 11.
Right.
Probably, I would build a cool raft
You got food. You got food for a long time.
Yeah.
if you
At
want.
least a couple months.
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah.
yeah, legendary Florida man, what a champion! Just single-handedly claiming that river for himself. I think it says a lot about that generation, though, doesn't it? Because now, if you want something, if it's across the room, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't need that at all.
I don't need
Right.
that. This guy was like, I need a land of my own for a family, and I don't care that there are 1,000 birds on there. I'm gonna take my sharpened stick
You know
Yeah.
what my
I would have
thought?
just kept floating down the river.
There it is.
Yeah.
until you find a better island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe there's another one. here.
Not one covered in trash and giant birds.
Yeah.
Part of me believes that because he'd already spent 2 days, he was like, I'm behind schedule.
What do you think would have been like the line in the sand where he's like, oh, well, I mean, I can't handle that.
I don't
If
know.
he can handle trash and
Right.
buzzards,
Yeah.
oh, we have like 3 rabid brown bears also.
He's like, that's fine.
That's fine. That's okay.
That's
Maybe
okay.
he saw that woman that he married in town.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
He's like, I was going to move on.
And she would just
But I
stand there and
caught
look
the
at the
eye.
island.
Yeah. Of what's her name? Betty?
yeah.
Madrid.
Close,
And-
Mildred.
Mildred. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
I just got to impress her somehow.
So-
So he goes into the store. What's the best way to impress every woman in this town?
Advice. Nice.
Kill all the buzzards over there.
I heard he was down at the park hanging out. And a youth pastor approached him.
Sir?
I love it.
Oh,
Listen, we
man.
love you guys. Episode 111.
Definitely.
Thank you
Yeah.
for sticking around. A lot of crazy stories on this one. A lot of crazy stories on our show, but we appreciate you guys. If you want to follow us on social media, it's FMOFM Podcast, FMOFM Podcast, and on Patreon. Right now, we're live streaming to our Patreon subscribers.
Always my favorite
You can get
part.
the episode a
Definitely.
week in advance. You can watch it anytime you want during the week.
Yeah.
Most people do. And we have a bonus series available to you once a month, a bonus episode that is nothing really Florida related, just kind of like nostalgia.
Just
It's
us
a
related.
lot of fun.
Yep.
It's us
Yeah.
related,
Yep.
which I think is part of the
just fun.
of the draw.
Of
I
the
think.
draw. Amen.
Yeah, I pay for it just so I can see my friends more.
Exactly.
That's what I'm doing right now.
We love you guys. We hope you have a buzzard free week, and we'll see
Good
you next
one.
time.
See ya.
See ya.